Dr. Thomas used to say the only thing worse than making a speech at 8 o'clock in the morning was having to sit through one. So, Chris, I'm glad you didn't bring anybody in chairs. Dr. Christie and I came in last night. They campaigned in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan. And we were laughing to ourselves. Can you believe they're having this event like at 8 o'clock in the morning? You know, there are 20 people there. You know, we'll be excited. You're right where you need to be. It's a great moment for me a little bit ago when I saw Governor Tia. Dick was on the Republican National Committee in 1993 when I was elected chairman. I'm proud to say that he voted for me. I wouldn't give anything for those 4 years, particularly the 1994 election cycle when Republicans won what Time magazine called the greatest midterm majority sweep of the 20th century. We picked up 54 in the House, Greg. We picked up 8 new United States senators. Went from 17 Republican governors to 31. I will confess to being very proud of that. That's 80 stuff for a board from Yancey City, Mississippi. But I'm going to tell you one thing, and if I don't get any other point across, please understand this. The midterm election on Tuesday, the election of 2010, is far more important than the election of 1994. The states are higher in this midterm election than any midterm election in my lifetime, because the Obama administration and the Pelosi-Reed Congress have yanked this country the biggest lurch to the left in American history. And you're paying the price for it. But they've gone on a wild spending binge and to give drunken sailors a bad name. And what are we getting for it? Exactly. They spend trillions and trillions and trillions. And what do we get? We get debt. $1.3 trillion deficit one budget year. 1.4, 1.5, over $4 trillion of new debt in Obama's first 3 budget years. And who's going to pay for it? I'll tell you, our children and grandchildren are going to pay for it. So we're saddling our children and grandchildren with decades of debt, and what do we get in return? 9.5% unemployment. In fact, government policy in the U.S. is hurting economic growth and job creation. The uncertainty about taxes. And you think Congress came home without voting on whether or not to keep the tax cuts in place? What kind of uncertainty does that create for employers? Should I hire some new people? I don't even know what my taxes are going to be. I don't know what this health care bill means to me if I hire 10 more people. Lord, I don't understand where the financial regulation bill is going to take us. All that uncertainty crushes the private sector and is the biggest depressant on job creation that we have. And that's a mess that we got to clean up. Unfortunately for you in Oregon, a lot of it's very similar to the policies you've had right here in this state. I want to close by making a point that I hope sticks with all of you for the next 72 hours. You know, it's funny, we were talking when we were walking in. This is a little bit like a pro basketball game. You know, they play the first 58 minutes, and then it's all decided in the last 2 minutes. Right? All decided last. I think a lot of people across America, I don't know about Oregonians, but a lot of people across America have been surprised in the summer and fall to see Chris Dudley hit the polls. and see him up by 2, up by 3, down by 1. This very, very, very close election. It's because he and his campaign and you have done the right things, have taken the message to Oregon and said something that I think American voters want to hear. Chris Dudley trusts the people of Oregon enough to tell them the truth. Yeah.